Friend, here is a hill that I am ready to die on this year. The healers need healing too. Now, let me talk about this because I'm just realizing that a lot of my anxiety in business, a lot of the things that I have been so stressed about is because I don't feel like I have a peer group to support me as I'm navigating these new challenges. And it has been worrisome on my spirit because I am all about collaboration. I'm all about teamwork. I'm all about support and community. And I'm realizing that I don't have that for myself. Let me take that back because I have amazing mentors in my life who show up for me, who put on for me, and who guide me in a direction based on their experience. But as somebody who is a light worker, as someone whose capacity to support other people is growing by the day, I don't have many light worker friends. I don't know many people who are doing similar work to me, who have their own communities, who are figuring life out, and who are finding the space to be human in the midst of the work that we do. I am looking for more of my peers. I am out here struggling because I recognize that in this coaching, spiritual, light working space, there are so many frauds out here. There are people who you can feel that they're not living in their authentic truth. You can read that something ain't right there. And based on all the experience I've had, friend, I don't need to be friends with them to figure that out. As I'm, again, navigating all this new territory, I am really looking for peers, people that don't need from me and people that don't need to show up for me, but they want to because they get it. People who are also so focused on pouring into the collective and helping to raise the vibrations of this earth, but are understanding that they also need support. They also need a safe space to go where they feel like they could just be. And I've been looking at my business model all wrong. I have been looking at supporting everyone that I can, which I would still love to do. But the people that are coming to me in this season, the people who are recognizing my services are the healers. And today that really struck a chord with me because I'm trying to figure out what it is. What is it that's attracting people my way? What is it that's attracting people who have large communities? What is attracting them to me? Not for support, but just for camaraderie and conversation. And what I recognize today is that I am a safe space for the healers who want healing too. And not that I'm healing them necessarily, but even just being authentic and not asking someone who has the capacity to support me, but not asking for their support, not asking anything of them or from them, but just being a space that they can come to, someone that recognizes them and their talents and their efforts and doesn't ask anything of them, but just to be. I think that's powerful in today's world where everybody wants something for something. I think it's powerful to be a healer who doesn't want from anyone, but just wants to see people shine in their authenticity. And I'm learning how to support other healers, not by advocating services and trying to sell them something, but really just by holding space. Could you imagine being a celebrity and having to be on all the time? And then you find this person who's also a celebrity, but puts you on to this anonymous space where you could just go for the weekend and nobody knows who you are and you don't gotta hide yourself. You could go to the grocery store, you can, make your runs like you like to make in your normal life. You get to make them in this new space that this person has shown you. Well, I think that's where I'm headed. And I've always said this. I want to be the people who need to know. I know I'm not for everybody, but I am for a select group of people who need to know me, then they know me. And what I think is changing within me is really the confidence to be able to support my peers. I've had to work on my confidence, my self-trust. I've had to work on my shadows, right? Of the fears, the envy, the grief, the jealousy, the comparison. I've had to work on those areas in order for me to even see that these are peers who actually just need space, right? And I'm looking at myself like, what is it that I need? And is it because I'm looking for this that I'm attracting people who see it within me? Is it because I'm out here asking, where are my people? Where are my peers? Not my customers, because I can find customers, but where are the people who are doing the work that I'm doing, who are also like, damn, where do we go when we don't want a celebrity anymore? And I'm using celebrity for lack of a better term, but like, where do we go to just be when we don't necessarily need people to pour back into us, but we just need a moment to just be? Maybe so we can recalibrate or create more or fully visualize what's next for our business or for our lives. You know, maybe a space where we can pivot, because we can't really do it with everyone, right? And I'm not talking about like secret society selective, but I'm talking about people who are really prideful about their work and who understand that the more they pour into themselves and the more space that they have for themselves, then the more they can show up for the community. And I didn't always recognize that. You know, I was a giver, a people pleaser. I wanted everybody to be good around me. And I have self-sacrificed more times than I'd probably like to admit. But I've learned since then that I can't continue to be in community with people and give and give and give to people who are not my peers, because they don't understand how much they're taking from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, tea helps the truth flow. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about, you know, just being at any level of like Olympian level, right? You can go to the gym and work out with people, but the training is not the same. If you're an Olympian, your training is going to be completely different from somebody who is just not even competing, who's just working out to be fit. It's not going to be the same regimen. And even though you guys can work at the same gym and you can be friends, there's a split that happens because you are training for the Olympics again and you are training to just maintain your body. So here I am constantly trying to navigate my Olympic level training with people who are training just because they like going to the gym. And it's harmful for me because I'm not going to win the Olympic Games trying to match their regimen. If I am going to be an Olympian, then I have to stick with Olympians. I have to stick with the people who work out to Olympic level success. And in this season of my life, I am looking for the Olympians. No shade to the people who are working out to stay fit. I think that's beautiful and I think you should. But I know that I'm an Olympic level girl. And I know that it's calling for me to be around other Olympians. And so I'm putting a call out there. I don't know what this will evolve to become, but I do know the power of my word. And I do know the power of manifestation. And when I get these callings, like I told y'all yesterday about, you know, predicting the pandemic, when I get these callings, it's so important for me to follow through. And I've had too many experiences where when I didn't follow, I got dragged. And I'm trying to avoid the dragging. All right, I don't need to be dragged as I navigate being a full-time creator, entrepreneur in Thailand, learning how to go again from being a corporate girly to being a full-time creative. I don't need to get dragged through that. So I'm following the breadcrumbs that are being placed out for me. And what it's leading me to see is that the healers need healing too. This is a call to anybody out there who hosts their own communities, who pour into people. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You could be a caretaker. You could be someone who is giving of yourself in an educational capacity. You know, there are so many people out here who are healers in their own lane. And this is a call to people who are showing up with service to communities and others in bigger capacities. This is a call for us to link up, man. I'm so serious about putting what I want out there and not being afraid to look a little delulu, right? But I have such lofty dreams of mine. I have such beautiful visualizations of what I think I'm supposed to be doing next. No, of what I know I'm supposed to be doing next. I know that it is all breadcrumbs leading me to this thing and leading me to the callings and the visualizations that I've had. And now I'm realizing that I've been playing myself. I want to say that I've been shooting too low, and I've been aiming not for the galaxies, but for the clouds. I want to call myself out because I've been doubting my ability to be of support to people who have really large callings. And I want to call myself out for not trusting that I'm going to be okay. When you're called to be on a mission in this life, some of us are called because we're mission oriented. We're not here to play around. We're not here to just work. We're here to change the world. And when you have a calling on your heart that's that large, it's very daunting because we're still human. And we're like, you're asking me to do what? What you want me to do now? You want me to start a school? You want me to run to be the mayor? You want me to host international retreats? I think when we have these big missions on our plates, it's terrifying, really. And it doesn't come with a level of instructions that says this is step 1, 2, 3, ABC. And it takes a lot of bravery to be out here really living this life. I'm just talking this through in real time. And this is the part of my journey that people don't often see. They don't have to see me take something from just being a word or a little note to a full-blown manifestation. And as I continue in this pivot season of mine, a lot of the videos are going to just be like diaries for me. So when I come back to them and the manifestation is made real and true, I will have even more proof for myself, but for people who are looking for it, that this is how it works. This will be proof that I followed my spirit, that I created community for the healers to be, and that I trusted myself enough to sacrifice and to risk it all, because I believe that all things are working out for my highest good and the highest good of all others in real time. Friend, I've said a lot in this video today. Okay. And what I want to leave you with is the confidence to know that if you've got something on your spirit, you don't have to see it all the way through. You don't even have to know how it's going to unfold, but taking one step, putting a call out there, making a video about it, not telling too much because monitoring spirits are very real, but putting enough out there so that the universe hears how clear you are and understands that you believe in yourself. And when you start to do things like that, timelines start shifting real quick. So I don't know what's coming in the next few days, but I feel very confident about it. And I'm excited to just welcome in an era of my life where I'm unafraid to think bigger than I've ever thought before. I want to say that that's what the lesson is in this season of my life, to think bigger than I've ever thought before. So your girl is using her birth chart. I'm using my gene keys now. I'm using my human design. I'm using all the tools that I have at my beck and call, including my ancestors, my spirit guides, Most High God, and the people in my community. And I am cultivating and calling in the manifestations of my spirit with obedience and expedience. Stay tuned to see how this comes to fruition. This is my pivot season, and this is day 35. I'm on an 100-day journey of posting daily videos to YouTube, and I finally feel like I found my stride. I hope that you stick it out with me, friend, to see where this goes. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.